I'm smacking. Greetings, welcome. And thank you for stopping by here on TikTok Live, YouTube Live. Oh my God, I got to get my platform together here. YouTube Live at the one and only Raw, Rare, Real, Tried and True, the absolute, the indestructible. Bloom from Booth and Love. I go by Blooming. Listen, if you're new to me, anything you need to know about me should be in the description box. And if you are a returning, welcome. Those of you who come in high vibe and love and light and positivity, whatever you come in here with, I send it back to you. Whatever you come in here with, may it be amplified to you. Okay. Um, so in the title, you guys see me saying something like, even when I was dot dot dot, I still didn't cross boundaries. Even when I was dot dot dot, I still didn't cross boundaries, right? I think that's what I put in the title. Okay. And so give me a second. I'm gonna show you guys something here. We're gonna get to it, just hang on. Even when I was dot dot dot, I still did not cross boundaries. Okay, so I'm basically about to poo-poo over all of the dark secrets and the karmics, these toxic friends and family members, exes, lovers, clergy, Reiki, whoever they are. I'm about to poo-poo over everything that they say and use to perpetuate justifying their abuse, justifying their decisions and actions towards me, divine feminine. But on a holistic scale, if you're resonating with this towards divine feminines and masculines all over the world, if this is your story, on your path to awakening, okay? If you all are similar to myself, if you're similar, you are a seeker of truth. So you went, you may have been born and raised in the traditional sector of organized man-made religion, and you were probably, when you were there, you were probably most dedicated of all. Okay. And like really gave it your all, your heart, and it was a life for you. Not just, something to do. It was a life for you, not something to do. It was a life for you, not for photo ops. It was a life for you, not just in emergencies and weddings and holidays, right? And in my case, listen, even when I was that, I didn't cross the boundaries of my family. This is why I'm warning you all, don't fuck with them. Don't get in on that shit because you're going to pay right along with them. Okay. When I was, in ministry and a leader and doing all these things and really living that life, okay, first and foremost, let me tell you something. They never supported anything that I did, not one of them, okay? I had supporters, but it was never them. Not one of my family members ever supported anything that I did, even when I was in the organized religion background in which they're professing to be so deep in. Okay. And when I was living that life, they still didn't support it because they've been jealous. I'm proving a point. I was living cleaner than all of them. I still am. But back then when I was on that path, and I was in social media, I was a speaker, they didn't support. They were watching me. They didn't support, they didn't like, they didn't celebrate. Why? Because they've been jealous. I'm proving a point. They just took this opportunity as I awakened and ascended to try to hide all of that. But I can prove everything that I'm saying on this video. If you look on this channel, I have 1,000 videos. Okay, I may have some that's no longer even public because when I started, I was in the organized religious sector. And so I had videos up, but I promise you all, they knew about it and they never supported it. So they're lying to you. They lied to you from the beginning when they came to you all talking about how concerned they were about my path and my choice, that I was going down darkness and of the devil and all of that. They weren't supporting me when I was on the path that they're claiming to be on now. So work that out, okay? Now, in terms of the boundaries, I didn't cross their boundaries. Let me explain what I mean. When I was on that path, living the life, I knew what kind of lifestyle they were living. I know my sister was whoring around, sleeping around with married men. I knew the shit my nieces was doing and up to. I knew the shit my other sister was doing with her man and other men she was dealing with. I knew the shit my mother, my stepfather, my father, I knew their vigil. I knew they weren't living worth shit. I knew that they were fornicating. I knew that they were drunks. I knew that they were gambling. I knew that they were stealing. I knew that they were con artists. I knew that they were lying to their lovers and the people they were with and dating and in relationships with. I knew. But I never crossed boundary. I didn't go into their world trying to disrupt whatever they were doing. I didn't sneak around trying to find whoever the fuck they were talking to so I could inbox them and start saying shit. I certainly didn't reduce myself to a dark witch and start doing rituals on them. I knew as I separated myself even back then, because they had a problem with separation. This is the issues with narcissistic energy. So they try to hide it behind religion, but this bullshit. They don't like anybody that can be independent of them. They don't like anybody that walks away. They don't like anybody that doesn't allow you to be objectified per the way they want to use you. Whether it is they want to use you as a scapegoat, whether it is they want to dump their energetic, emotional garbage on you, whatever it is, or just feed off of your loving nature so they can feel halfway decent about themselves. Okay? So do yourself a favor. Okay, and those that are resonating collective, the people who come in and watch this, and they folks that's been cyber stalking you, planning to hurt and harm you, doing shit and rituals against your life, serves them well. People that were the outsiders looking in, stop buying that shit and start paying attention beyond that. Okay, there is no excuse. I had boundaries. I respected and honored boundaries. They were grown motherfuckers and had the right to live their life on their terms, even when I was in organized religion. I wasn't stalking them on social media. I wasn't going on their social media secretly every day, posed in another, profile name because I'm too cowardly to show the fuck up as myself. I wasn't going about saying shit on their wild and out night posts and shit like that, like drunk bitch get saved. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing any of that. Okay? I was kind to these degenerates. I was compassionate to them. And I had my views and opinions, but I respected that that's their life. I knew they hold around, but I certainly wasn't trying to talk to their men, their women, their crew, their whoever. I wasn't trying to sneak around and be like, you really ought not mess with my mother and my sister and, they're whores. They're whores. They have diseases and they're whores. They're liars and thieves and con artists and whores. They're drunks and addicts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do any of that. People are pissed now because I'm saying it, and I'm saying it in a right to do so. Because they have lied, they have fucked with my energy, they've played with my energy, they've tried to hurt me and my son, they were behind my son being hurt. They have stolen from me. They have interfered with my life and crossed my boundaries. So now I am going to expose them. I'm also going to poo-poo on that hiding behind religious shit, because none of it is justification. So however way they're trying to flip it to any of you, I respected their sorry ass boundaries. I respected their lives when I was on the religious path that they are pretending to be on. Why? Because I operate out of divinity and heart, and meant them no harm, regardless to whether or not I felt like they were on the right path in life. Whether or not I felt like they were, misleading and using motherfuckers. I knew my sisters did that shit. I knew they were using men. I knew my mother did that shit. I knew my niece's visual. I knew the real. But yet I was still kind to these motherfuckers. Even with DM1, I'm going to go across the board, the religious sector, the people that I went to church with, the ones I went to literal church with, the ones that I was in social media groups with, I knew some truths about motherfuckers. I knew truths about motherfuckers that I dated in the past. I know truths about many leaders. I know truths about religious leaders. Facts. And I never really got into it. But since they have made it their life's purpose and goals to fuck with me, I am going to expose every last one of them. People that I broke up with and dated and all sorts of shit, you know what I'm saying? And folks that went on and did, boom, boom, boom. That's cool. But motherfuckers that have made it they life's purpose to troll me, to word curse, disguised as holy prayers, I'm going to expose them, and they're getting their just desert. Because they have crossed my boundaries one too many times. Likewise with you all, collective, people don't gotta like you and agree with you. But if you have showed these people respect and had boundaries, regardless to what your thoughts, views, and opinions were of them and their lifestyles and choices, and they didn't honor that shit back, you owe them nothing. They want to play head games, feeling entitled to your energy. Call them out on their shit, stop dealing with them, and return to sender. Because they did not reciprocate the type of energy that you all gave them, no matter what path you were on, no matter what level in the process of your ascension and awakening. They did not have that same respect, and that's because it was never about that to begin with. They are karmics. Toxic, low vibratory fucks that don't want to heal, full of jealousy and envy. And they targeted your life. This is what sociopaths, narcissistic individuals do in whatever arena. My family is full of them because they ain't lived half shit, raggedy ass lives. I'm going to call them out. I faced my shit and my paths and actually went on the journey and path of healing from my fuckery, unlike them. Because they're still at it. So that's why I tell people, shut the fuck up. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right now, they're on the run. I saw that message earlier. Some of them are on the run. Some of them are trying to figure out a way to fly. I wish. I'm already talking to my guides about it. My team, I'm like, I'll let them so y'all can do what the fuck's necessary to do. Coming over here, fucking with me. These people are mental. And they don't want that revealed. But it's going to be. Because that is the contract and the lot. These people intentionally left me out, intentionally tried to rub their so-called successes when they had it through fuckery. Don't believe the hype and go into that sob story. These people are merciless, okay? They didn't have none on me, on my son. Don't believe that shit. They didn't give a fuck whether we lived or fucking died. We are family shit. And now they want to go crying when the shit is hitting the fan and want people to have mercy. It serves you well. They tried to kill me and my son. And they are still at it. So I'm not trying to hear nothing about no goddamn respect. You don't respect me, I don't respect you. You don't respect my life, my platforms, my business, who I am and what I do. I don't respect you. And I don't care if you are 1,000 years old. I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want you near me or my son or what I do. These people cause all kind of havoc that they're denying. So you can believe the hype if you want to, but I am proving a point. And they not changing now, okay? So now, collective, that is also for you, okay? Now, let's move out of that. I was like, I'm fencing the poo-poo on they shit. They didn't woke up the beast. This is the issue. This is the problem, okay? Listen, you guys, it's time for celebrating you. Your cool, unique, proud, beautiful, wise, and genuine self. Better every year. Unsurpassable you. This is the problem. This is the issue people have with you. This is why they target you. This is why they get surgery to look like you. This is why they try to get into the same arena as you. This is why they try to walk like you, talk like you, and act like you. This is why they target what you do. Okay? They wanted to block your shine. But as this year is coming to an end, the more they do that, the more they're going to receive amplified ramification prior to their death. Because right now there is a team of Avengers that's assembling on behalf of divine feminine and divine masculines who are awakening and healing and transforming on those who interfered in their lives, those who tricked them, those who lied, those who did spells, whether they're clergy, spiritualists, exes, friends, family members, how they assaulted you all's appearance and your money here. All of that is about to be restored, and they're about to lose it all. Everything that they have benefited off of you all's energy, off of you all's creative intellectual property, off of you all's ascension and healing, every person that participated in that, every person who knew about it and didn't say nothing and cowered out, all these individuals are about to take some hits. And it's going to be when they least expect it. There's nowhere to run. They can fly, they can try. There's nowhere to run. These people are cowards. They have no intention on healing. They have no intention on making amends. All they want to do is go run around and cry and get people to feel sorry for them, because they don't want to face who they are and what they've done. And they don't want to face this inevitable karma. But for you high vibe tribers, it's time for you all. It's your time now. I know it's a challenge. I myself have to ask my team a lot to help me to shift my energy and focus. Okay? But hang in there. Take care of you. Feel your feelings. It's time. It's time now. Okay? It's a ragtag team coming. Okay? The Avengers, if you will, are assembling on behalf of Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine for these dark witches and dark warlocks and these secret societies and friends and family members and groups that made it their life's purpose to fuck with you. No one will go unscathed. No one will escape. It's just not going to happen. Not one of them. You hear me? Not one. Hang in there, y'all. It's going down. Illusions have shattered. Mark my words. Just watch. 2022 is a prominent year. Before this year is out, every last one of them will have received full karmic ramification. Just watch.